Good morning from the Philippines and happy Wednesday as well from the Philippines. I'm Ai and I'm from the number one music channel in the Philippines, Mix. And, as the Mean Girls line says, on Wednesdays we wear pink. And that is perfect for today because we have an international guest joining us and she is obsessed with pink. She is living in a pink world as evidenced by her music video for the viral hit Cream and Frosting, which has already garnered millions of views, millions of likes, millions of videos done using the music on TikTok. I'm sure you have heard this song, Cream and Frosting, and now on its second anniversary, it's being given life once again with a remix by one of our own Filipino producers, Allison Shore. And now the original artist, is here to talk to us about that and how she started in the music industry as well. Please welcome Sabby Sousa.
Hello.
Hi, Sabby. Are you joining us from Canada right now?
Yes, I'm actually in Canada. It's 10 p.m., but I'm always here and super excited to chat. So, yeah.
Yay. Thank you so much for staying up late for us. Your
Oh, no
Filipino fans
problem.
are so excited to talk to you. So how are you? How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. We're entering the holiday season, so I've been focusing on that and getting ready for 2022. I just dropped the remix for Cream and Frosting with Allison Shore, which has been such a dream, but it's all leading into my debut mixtape, which is coming out in 2022. So, getting all geared up for that. And yeah, just working on items for that project. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My
This
light went out.
debut mixtape is super interesting. We'll get to that later on. But for now, I think your Filipino fans would love to know more about you and how you started. So, where did it all start? Where did your love for music come from?
So, my love for music, I've always been a big lover of pop music. Ever since I was 4 years old, I heard Kylie Minogue and I said, wow, I want to be a pop star. So that was like the beginning of it. I was really into like Disney Channel growing up. So I was obsessed with
Ooh,
like Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff, Raven Simone, Hannah
yes.
Montana, Miley, like that era of music. So
Mm-hmm.
I was very inspired by like the original idea of like a pop star. And I was like, I want to do that. That could be me. So yeah, I mean, I always just knew that I was destined to live this like super girly pink pop star dream. And what I decided to do, I went to school for a bit and I said, I really got to take this full force. So in 2016, I started working on my own music. And it wasn't until 2019 when I released Cream and Frosting that things started to really pop off, which I'm so happy about. But I'm just really excited to bring people into like my pink world because I feel like I've always been like obsessed with all the girly aspects of being like a pop star. And I just want to bring
Mm-hmm.
people in. So yeah.
Yes, we can see it on your hair, the pink
Yeah.
streaks, and what you're
Thank
wearing in your
you.
music videos as well. I mean, oh my gosh, it's all pink. So has there never been anything else that you'd wanted to do when you were younger? Like, has it always been to be a pop star? Like, was this always a dream, or when we ask kids what they want to be when they grow up, sometimes they answer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, or anything. Was there anything else for you aside from music?
So music was always my number one, but it's really funny you bring that up because like my backup plan was to be like a fashion designer. And
Ooh.
yeah, because I'm really big into fashion. And I mean, it's always like a side project, like down the line. I'm like, maybe I could be a famous singer that has a fashion line one day. But I'm really into fashion. So that was always like back of my head, being like, well, if I can't get into this really hard career, I'm going to try getting into this really hard career. So yeah, I'm just a really artsy person. So it was always destined for me to be in the arts for sure.
Well, that's great because you can do both.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we see a lot of pop stars now with their own fashion lines and different businesses as well. So we'll be waiting
Hmm.
for that in the future. But for
Thank
now, let's talk
you.
about Cream and Frosting. As you said, it started in 2019. So can you tell us how this song was created? What was your inspiration for the song?
Yeah, so I mean, the inspiration was I was very lonely during the holiday season, and I remember like just being at a desk, and I remember I'd come up with this melody, and it was just like, why you desire me up every season. And I'm like, wait a second. I need to voice memo that. So I went under the desk because I didn't want anybody hearing, and I voice memoed it. Because with me, I know I'm very odd. I always think of really cool melodies in like the worst situations. Like I'll be on like the train and I'll be like, wait, I need to voice memo this or else I'm gonna forget it. So I was
Mm-hmm.
underneath a desk and I thought of the like lead melody for the song. And I mean, that's how it started. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll come back to this. Cream and Frosting originally was going to be one Christmas song on like a Christmas EP that I was thinking of doing. And then I think I just ended up writing it on its own and I kept it on the back burner for a bit. And I was like, you know
Uh-huh.
what, this song's really cute. Like maybe I will bring it to my producers and see, you know, what they think of it. And they've absolutely loved it. And I remember the first time I actually heard the full rundown of it, I'm like, oh my God, this is the cutest song I've ever made. So I think it was definitely destined to happen some way or another, even though I
Mm-hmm.
delayed it for so long. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm so glad that I ended up making it. But yeah.
Thank you for telling us the story of how Cream and Frosting was born under a table.
Yes, under a table.
Yes, and in a voice memo. But one of the biggest factors as to how we discovered Cream and Frosting was through TikTok, especially here in the Philippines. So, can you tell us about that? Like, what was the point when you found out that, okay, this is becoming a viral hit on TikTok?
Yes.
This
Oh
is
my
big.
gosh. So it was really funny because I got a message from my friend and she's like, oh my gosh, did you see this girl on TikTok did a dance to your video? And I was like, no, I didn't. Like, this is really cute. And this is like on the tail end, like beginning of 2020. So this is like pre-pandemic. And I feel like people were
Mm-hmm.
still looking at TikTok and like this, oh, like what's TikTok? Like, I don't know. This looks like something for like kids. But I'm like, no, like I just spent the Christmas break binging TikToks. Like I was on the app, like just being like, oh my God. And I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. But I had seen at the time, like a lot of people were doing dances, so I didn't think much of it. Literally the next day, the song had 60,000 videos on like the original sound. I was like, what? I was really like blown away. I was like, first of all, how did this many people find this? I could not believe it. But that's when I knew. I'm like, this one's a little special. So yeah, and then it just started going up from there and I was like, wow, this is insane. I did not
It's
know the
nice
power of
to
the internet.
Well, it's nice to know that you've been on TikTok even before your song went viral because I've been
Oh
talking to some
yeah.
artists whose song has gone viral on TikTok, and most of them did not know about TikTok or did not use the app beforehand. You know, they just went on TikTok
Oh,
when their song became big there. So, what were you binging on before your song went viral on TikTok?
so like I said, I love fashion. So I was watching a lot of fashion content and I made this may be a little odd, but like I love Hello Kitty. I don't know if you can see she's on my neck right now. And I was
Oh.
I was binging like there's a big community of people that like love like Hello Kitty and her friends, and I was all in there at the time. And then also I remember seeing a lot of like Doja Cat content when she had this one song Candy that was blowing up at the beginning. This was before Say So. So she had that one
Mhm.
song Candy that was blowing up. Like at the time, I feel like TikTok was very what's the word? Very chill. I just feel like it was just like a bunch of content that was always directed towards you that was just like stuff you actually loved. Whereas now sometimes I'm
Mhm.
like, I feel like this is like marketed towards me. Like I feel like I'm getting a lot of sponsored content. But back then when like not as many people were on the app, I feel like it was a nice place. And it literally felt like I don't know if you remember Vine, but it literally
Mhm,
felt like
yes,
what
the six
Vine
second
was.
videos.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So I literally spent winter break just watching all these videos. And funny enough, I had put on my mood board, like, because after I had binged all these TikTok videos, I was like, you know what? Like, I want to do something with TikTok. I don't know what I want to do, if I want to, put my music on TikTok or become a personality and get my music out there,
Mhm.
see what's going on. So I always make a mood board at the end of the year and I put right in the middle, I just put TikTok. I didn't put anything else. I just put the word TikTok. So I could not believe like when all this stuff started happening, I was like, how is this happening already? Like I manifested this to come to life. I could not believe it.
I was
So
about
yeah,
to
I've
say
been making mhm,
you are a person of manifestation. I mean, since you were
yes.
a kid, you always wanted to be a pop star, and now you are. And then there's TikTok on your mood board. I mean, you're making things happen. So, we want to know, like, now that 2021 is ending, do you have another mood board? What are your goals for 2022? And then let's see if it comes true at the end of 2022.
So goals for 2022, I haven't started, but I do have a list. Let me just pull it up. I'm trying to
Yes.
think. My list currently, I know I really want to like, let's see. I really want to tour. I don't know in what
Mm-hmm.
capacity, but I'd love to tour and I would 100% love to come to the Philippines. So
Yes.
hopefully we can make that happen in 2022. I know things are getting, kind of scary again, but if we're all safe, hopefully concerts can come back and I can come to the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. But that's definitely on
We'd
my
love to have you
list.
here. Mm-hmm.
Well,
While you're
thank
pulling
you.
up
I'm
your
super
list,
excited. Yes.
you should also visit Japan if you love Hello Kitty. I mean, of course, that's the birthplace of Hello Kitty, Sanrio. And
Yes,
that's near the
Japan has so
Philippines.
many
Maybe you
stuff.
can fly to the Philippines afterwards.
That's what I was thinking. And also, like, I love South Korea, so I would love to also like kind of do the. Is it like the trifecta, like the little and then bounce, and then maybe go to Malaysia, Singapore?
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yes.
it.
Oh,
I've
which
always
part
wanted
of
to go.
South Korea are you perhaps into K-pop as well?
Of course, I'm into K-pop.
Ooh.
I'm
Which
I'm a really big
artists?
fan. So I love Blackpink. I
Of
love
course, it's
Stacey.
Pink. Hmm.
Who else do I love? I love Twice. I love Red Velvet.
Ooh, it's a
For
girl
boy
group.
bands, can't go wrong with BTS. I love
Hmm.
EXO, NCT 127. I'm a
Oh
big
my
fan of
god.
K-pop, so yeah.
Ooh, nice. K-pop is also big here in the Philippines, so I'm sure a lot of your Filipino fans can relate. But is there any chance that when you come here to the Philippines, are you open to like collaborating with a Filipino artist as well, aside from Allison Shore?
Oh yes, 100%, 100%. I'm a big fan of just music in general. Like I feel like a lot of people like to stay in their genres, but I dip my
Hmm.
toe in everything. I love all music. So I'm very keen on collaborating with a Filipino artist, especially like female, another girl.
Ooh.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm keeping my eyes open and my ears are always open. So I don't know if anybody's listening, but if you're a female from the Philippines who makes music, I'm very open to collaboration. So yeah.
Yay! All right. How's it going with the list? By the way, we're still waiting
Oh,
for that.
the list. Oh my gosh. Okay. What am I saying? The list. Okay, so I'm planning on releasing my debut mixtape, which I'm super excited about. I won't say too much today, but there is a
Hmm.
specific timeline, and I'm hoping to stay on track for the timeline. So that's a big goal for me to release the project in 2022 and as well tour. What else? Ooh, I want to start taking dance classes more. I feel like I really want to up my stage performance. Like I love to dance, but I really want to
Hmm.
incorporate like choreography into my live performances. So just keeping up with all my artist things, and then I have hobbies. So like coloring, painting, writing poetry. So yeah, just like simple things. But it's kind of funny you mention it because now I got to think about like real goals. Like this past year, 2021, I had on my mood board that I would hit like 70K on TikTok. And right now I'm at like 65. So I'm like so close. I'm like, oh my gosh, like let's go, let's manifest this. But for me, it's never about numbers. It's more so about like I'm always open to people and I just really want to grab the fans that I think would love my music, like other girls who love Pink and Hello Kitty and cuteness and yeah, and pop music. So I'm always
Yes,
looking for those people.
please
Yeah.
represent us. I love Pink as well. I mean, I think when you were enumerating like Lizzie McGuire and That's So Raven and everything, you were describing my childhood as well. So thank you so much for being our representatives. But
Yay!
now let's talk about your collaboration with Allison Shore. So
Yeah.
can you tell us how you got connected with each other? Like, how did you guys meet? How did the remix come about?
So it was kind of interesting because I used to like watch a lot of like talent competitions, and I remember like way back when I used to be a really big fan of like Charisse, which who is now Jake Cyrus. So I was very intrigued by a lot of like Filipino music, but I feel like I hadn't dipped my toe back into like the Filipino music space in a minute. So me and my manager Allison were looking into other Filipino singers that were based in the Philippines, not in Toronto, which is where I'm from. But we wanted to look for somebody that would do a remix that kind of highlighted like my personal aesthetic and sound. And it was kind of hard. I was looking for like something different, something very cutesy, but also very like R&B. So I asked Allison, do some digging. I'm gonna do some digging on my end. Let's find somebody. So Allison actually came across Allison Shore, and they had a remix. I don't remember who the artist was. She was another Filipino artist, very small bedroom pop, and the remix was called Kawaii Remix. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is right up my alley. Literally a minute into listening to this, I was like, I am 100% on board. We need to reach out to Allison. So Allison, my manager, reached out to Allison. Okay, which was like a match made in heaven. And we were all in contact through email. And Allison was super into cream and frosting, which, I'm really happy about. He also said, oh, like it's big here. Like, it's really cool that you want to collaborate with a Filipino artist as well. So I was like very, very excited to hear that as well. And he sent back the remix, and I didn't even have one edit. I'm like, this is exactly how I would picture a remix. Because actually, for a while, I was sitting and I was like, do I want a feature on Cream and Frosting or do I want a remix? And I couldn't really picture a feature on the song. I was like, we were trying out different options. And I was like, no, like I want to have a Filipino person remix a song and give it its authentic flavor. And Allison did that. He gave the flavor. The song is literally perfect. So yeah, that's how it came about.
Well, us, your Filipino fans, are so what we call kilig, which is like having butterflies in our stomach when we heard that. So thank you so much for choosing a Filipino producer to do a remix of your viral hit, Cream and Frosting. Now that we're talking about working with other artists as well, let's manifest in 2022. Who would you want to collaborate with? Like, given a chance, let's say sky's the limit, anyone would say yes to you. Who would you want to collaborate with?
Oh my gosh. I mean, if we're saying like sky's the limit, I would love like Miss Ariana Grande. I also love like a lot of smaller artists like Lolo Zuai. Who else am I thinking of recently that I really like? I would love to collab with a K-pop group. I know that's like very unheard of. Like I feel like we only got that recently with like Blackpink and like Selena Gomez with Ice Cream, and that song did so well. We need more like cross references of like K-pop with like American and like Canadian music, or I guess BTS with Halsey too was a really good example.
Yes.
And I think NCT 127 collaborated with Ava Max as well. So I would love to collaborate with like Twice or like one of the new girls. Like I'm a big fan of Twice, so it would be perfect. So putting that out there.
Yay. Okay, let's manifest that for 2022. Now, Sabby, before we let you go, any message for your Filipino fans? Like while we wait for you to come here, while we stream your song Cream and Frosting, what's your message for us?
Yes, I just want to thank everybody so much in the Philippines. It really warms my heart that you guys have opened me with open arms and always just been so accepting and just ready for new music and new takes on pop. So I just really want to thank you guys so, so much for following along with my journey. Get ready for 2022 because it's going to be even more fun pop songs that I'm working on, full of cuteness, full of pink, and I cannot wait to show you guys everything. So until then, follow me on all my socials at Sabby Sousa, and we'll all be in touch. And yeah, oh, also, I will be sending out, I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok or on Twitter, but I'm doing a holiday Christmas card that I send my fans every year. So if you're interested, you can click the links in any of my social bios and just search Sabby's Christmas cards, and you can get a free Christmas card from me. So yeah.
Aw, that's so heartwarming. Thank you so much for doing that. You know, it makes your fans stay connected to you in some way and in a very special way. It's a holiday card. So thank you for that. So while you guys are enlisting to get a card from Sabby Sousa, please do stream Cream and Frosting, the remix by Allison Shore as well. And also, we'll be waiting for the debut mixtape in 2022. Sabby, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. And we know it's the evening there, so good night there in Canada, and good morning from here in the Philippines. Thank you to everyone watching. Once again, I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. And this has been a MYXclusive with Sabby Sousa.